Okay, YouTube. I've been having a lot of interest in my new gravel bike, which I've only shown photos on some forum and the video of the frame set only when it arrived. So people wanted to learn more about how I built it up, what I put in, what can be done with it, etc. So let me just walk you quickly through the setup and my sort of initial impressions. Been headed for about a month, the frame set, but it took a while to build and have it operational, so I've only done one proper off-road ride yet, and another one just yesterday with maybe just 1 or 2 kilometers descent off-road. So I've put a new Shimano GRX group set throughout, and this allows you to go as low as 48.31 and 11.34 at the back, so you have an effective low of 31.34 while still having 48.11 to really ramp it up on the road, etc., on the descents. I've put in a Hunt wheels, and right now I'm running a 47mm Victoria Terreno 0 something, sort of slick with these a bit grippier sides, and I'm running them with tubes at the moment, but eventually would want to try tubeless. I've managed to pack one of these here to put the tool case, which in the end ended up just having one spare tube for these babes. It's so big that it just fits in, and that's all there is basically. I managed to do that, even though it's got cables, 3 cables running down this, down the down tube, so 2 shifters and the rear brake, by having one, a sort of an adapter that offsets the initial bottle cage, and 2, I've also put in a sort of a pump mount. You'll see when I turn it around. So basically that gave me about a centimeter to move away from the frame and to let the cables go through. This is just the way I've set it up for my commuting right now. So I'd have sort of a rain jacket and a helmet cover here, lights, a really big heavy light here, almost 2 kilograms heavy lock, which is supposed to be one of the securest things around. Whatever, I've put a bell to it as well, because it's not only mandatory, it's around here it can be pretty useful with people and other sort of pedestrian bicyclists, just being all over the place, So yeah, I've got these 2 sides SPD pedals there, and that's about it for the drivetrain side. I'd like to mention just one thing. I've put in these compact handlebars from Disna, or whatever you're gonna pronounce it, but I've had actually 2 handlebars in the beginning. I didn't know which one's gonna fit me because I didn't know what's gonna happen with the geometry, and that one had a reach, the other one was a bit flared, kind of cool, I wanted it more, if anything, on this bike, but it had a reach of about 24-25 mil longer, and I felt just a bit too outstretched on that one. So I ended up going with this smaller one and 10mm stem. So yeah, that's about it. Let me flip it around and show you the other side as well. So the non-drivetrain side, I've got these brakes. These are my first hydraulic brakes. They're just you know, the GRX ones, and I've put what do you call them, rotors from mountain biking, I think XTRs something. So here I've got the pump, and yeah, finally got that to focus. I got a little carry pump and CO2 cartridge just in case, and the rear brake here. I've been really impressed with the braking power, not only of these discs, you know, but when paired with these tires. Obviously, you know, if you pair these with road tires, I'm not gonna go there, but yeah, with these it really feels so stable, so predictable. Braking, descending, I've just had a big descent, about 20 kilometers yesterday on very nice roads, and you know, I could, it felt as if, you know, you're riding a motorbike or something. And so on road, it's again, given these tires, it's very comfortable, very subtle. I mean, no road buzz comes through. You're just plowing through any sort of you know, cracks, potholes, you name it. It's not even, it's you know, you got curbs, anything, just go straight through, don't even feel anything. So I'm extremely pleased with it. It fits me great, well, especially now with the sort of handlebar thing. So if you're building it up from the scratch, you might want to experiment a bit with handlebars and or stem length perhaps, but if anything, you know, I'm 175 centimeters, and this is what they were calling an M frame, Lynskey calls it, and it was advertised as fitting for people 168 to 173 centimeters, and I don't really see this fitting someone of 168. Maybe, yeah, if you have the non-offset seat post. I've got an offset one. I've chatted like with Lynskey people before, and so yeah, it's a perfect fit now, and that's the most important thing, I guess. A couple of other considerations. I've here had to put a well, on a couple of places I've put the sort of bottle cage mount offsets. This one was a bit high. If I put a long bottle, it would be hitting the top tube, so I've lowered it down a bit. This is a wolf's tooth or something, sort of sliding thing that allows you to move the bottle cage up or down just the exact amount you need, which was very good because I also had like Topique sort of bottle mounts which just move it the preset amount. You cannot really adjust it, and here it was hitting against my front derailleur band, so the wolf tooth one solved that for me, while the two sort of Topique ones went down here and up there for the lock to move it as far away as I can from my thighs and knees when pedaling. And yeah, this thing is just sort of temporarily there. I'm gonna see if I really want any sort of mud guards or not, but for now, yeah, it's better than nothing, especially if you know it's raining or I'm hitting some sort of a off-road. I should mention that these wheels are 650B, and it should allow me to put in as far as I think 2.1 inch tires or something. So with the 47 mil, you see there's still massive clearance there, and at the fork as well, so you can definitely go larger if you need. It's possible to just put maybe 30 something mil and make it more road oriented or touring oriented if you wanted, but so this is just one example of what you can do with it, and hope you like it, hope you take out some inspiration from it. One thing that I really wish I've done differently is I've left a lot of slack in the cables. These could have been at least an inch or maybe even two, the rear one shorter, so I'm gonna show these next time I'm changing inner cables. But yeah, all in all, I'm very satisfied with the bike. It's here's the clearance again from another angle. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun for a long time to come.